Hello, how are we all? Oh, I've got something really cool to show you. So my lovely friend, for my Christmas, she gifted me these. She had them before, I think they're quite old as well. So Titiana's fortune cards, and then yes, the Lenormand. Now they're both actually the same. They are Lenormand. But I really like this because it's got a little book in it. The cards are a little bit bigger. But yeah, the Lenormand, they're kind of fortune telling decks. They're quite similar to Oracle, right? But I can't really work with Oracle decks. But I've never really tried, to be fair. I like the structure of the tarot kind of thing. This kind of seems like tarot and Oracle. Um, oh man, yeah, I think I'm really going to have fun with them. I just kind of did, just to kind of get to know them myself, I just did a wee pull for myself. Three cards for the past 3 months, three cards for my present, three cards for the next 3 months, right? And yeah, again, like the tarot, right? And the best tarot readers, and like I do, the cards all connect to each other. They all speak. You need to see the connections. You need to pull in cards that aren't appearing, right? And this is what these cards do. They connect certain combinations and things like that. So it's really cool. So I'm just going to talk you through it. So the first card was, well, I took it's been a circle, and I thought, well, past 3 months, it's all about closures. And yet the past 3 months, looking back to like October, it was like the beginning of the end kind of thing for certain, well, two big relationships in my life. And it also kind of viewed at the circle. It's linked to the goddess, and yet really started studying my witchcraft and really getting into that now that I'm not being suppressed anymore. I also pulled the house, which yep, kind of made sense as well. I mean, this is before I looked at the little guidebook, right? Just kind of going with my intuition, getting the house in order, keeping on top of it, big clean before Christmas. And yes, all my energetic clean, because I've had a lot of blocks, a lot of energy blocks. Yes, I've been blocking myself, but yes, I've had, yeah, the two external major blocks. So yeah, clearing all that kind of thing, which was really cool. And then the third card that I pulled was I viewed it as a polar bear, so a polar bear. So I was like, yep, kind of past once, yet very much to periods that I'm on my own. There has been times where I felt very much frozen out kind of thing, but no, not anymore. I've still got warmth, I've still got love around me kind of thing. If these two, get shed, but I've still got people and I'm going to have people as well. So yeah, and also very much with boundaries and protection kind of thing. And I got that idea like fierce when roused. And yeah, and like the kind of situation I'm sitting on right now, I'm trying to just be cool, trying to keep the heat, trying to trust that the right thing will be done. But yeah, I mean, if it's not, well, yeah, that polar bear will be roused. This is where it gets really cool though, right? So then I took the kind of wee guidebook, right, to kind of really look at it. And I realised that this was actually a ring. And yes, it's about relationships, which totally makes sense. My romantic relationship, kind of, I really went to shit, kind of October. And then, yeah, just I finished. And yeah, I can view that as well as doing what it is, and see especially next to this, the house card, right? Which yeah, the little guy would put the family home on it as well, which does also have resonance, but I can't talk about that. When I view these together, that's my relationship with myself as well, my home, my world kind of thing. And then yeah, the polar bear, which also meant big, something big's coming. And the little guidebook says when you combine the bear and the house, yes, it means that my home is important. So, aye, that's cool. And yeah, like I really have kind of really take a lot of, yeah, I love my home. It's my safe space, like for me and for my queer and the people that come to my home, my clients, my friends, my ex's stays kind of thing. So, yeah, I mean, he stays occasionally and it's a wee safe space. I've got a wee spare bedroom, you know what I mean, for anyone who needs that kind of thing in my life. So, yeah. And you kind of could look at the bear in the ring as well. A wee bit. Well, yeah, it was a very important love affair, just maybe not in the way I thought it was going to be. Right. So the present, I pulled the tree, which yeah, beautiful tree. Which I just viewed as growth. That yes, my witchcraft. Obviously the tree, earth magic, and witchcraft, all about nature. It's all about the earth. And the goddess Gaia. And yeah, it's the same with witchcraft. I mean, honestly, the past couple of days. I've been off the scale with the witchcraft and my studying and the ideas that I've been having. And yeah, I can only put that down to that. Yeah, my guide that I was working with just was not the right teacher for me at all and did me quite a bit of damage. So yeah, and I kind of view that as like very much right now. I'm putting down strong roots. I'm putting down roots for the future, kind of thing. And do you know what? I'll shelter who I want to shelter, who deserves shelter under my big beautiful canopy of branches. You don't deserve to be there. You know, sling your hook, girl. Sling it for you. Right, I get really cool here as well. So then I pulled the horse and rider, and I was like, right, cool movement. Well, I don't know if it's a horse, is it the rider? Is it a horse and rider? Movement, it's fast, it's controlled, it's smooth, and little guidebook. Yes, this very much can represent the person that you're reading about, and it's slap bang in the middle of my spread, right at the centre. And it also means, kind of similar to the pages a little bit with the messenger boys, right? Good news was on the way, is on the way. I can't really say that I've had any good news, but actually, no, no, I did have a good, I had two bits of good news. One of them I've kind of done already, and we're kind of waiting for it to happen. The other thing is coming on Wednesday. I do kind of feel as I don't know, with something else though. Because the fact I kind of have to think about it a wee bit. So yeah, but also the little guy about said it's maybe not so much good news at first, but it's good once it's out in the open. Is it maybe doing my struggles with my guides possibly actually? Like that did not feel like good news the way that I realised I can't work there, and I've got the kind of issue with the money right now, and that kind of makes sense a wee bit because then I pulled the moon. And again, my kind of definition was, yeah, you know, it's my intuition, it's my gifts, it's my witchcraft, it's all leveling up now that I'm kind of not being blocked. The little guidebook says it's a card of beauty and luck. I mean, yeah, some of the cards are similar to the tarot, like there is a tower card as well. So yes, a card of beauty and luck, a card of new ideas, a card of invitations, a card of increasing good fortune, which I do kind of feels fitting right now. And it says actually if it's beside the horse, which is me, that an honour of some description is going to come to me. So yeah, that's pretty fucking cool, isn't it? And then the three cards for the future, I pulled the sun. So that was really cool. So we've got the sun and the moon, which have used, yeah, just that positivity, growth, everything that the cards are kind of basically telling me, all the good stuff kind of thing. And then I pulled what I viewed as being an owl, but it's actually quite general. It's a bird, right? So I was like, yeah, it's the wisdom. It's all the wisdom, all the lessons that I've learned recently over the past kind of 3 months and, you know, before. So yep, and no one, you know, that wisdom I'm taking forward, no one's going to come in the cunt with me ever again. Fucking on record, man. And yes, I'm going to be very, very savvy over money and who I'm giving money to as well going forward, especially. It sounds awful, but friends, it really is. That's where the fucking problem comes in. When you give money to a friend that's meant to provide you with a service as well, that's where the problem comes in. Fucking hell, I better watch my time. So yeah, and then the third card was the anchor. So I was like, cool, security, stability, things remain settled. So yeah, little guidebook, yeah, the sun basically, everything I thought. And what it said is that it ameliorates, what a great word is that, ameliorates all the other cards. So basically, this kind of negates, another good word, I didn't even get that for the book. It basically kind of tones down all it in the kind of negative messages and kind of turns them into a bit more positive. So that's very cool. And that's the thing with tarot as well. You kind of take your guide, you know, if you pull the tower, if it's surrounded by kind of good cards, it's a good tower. You know, towers are always going to be good for you in the end. So the owl card, yeah, kind of it's a bard, yeah, about fear and alarm, kind of, yeah, use your wisdom kind of thing. So yeah, maybe a wee bit, yeah, kind of following maybe with that moon, but maybe this kind of something coming out in the light, message that's coming, but yeah, it might not kind of be good at first. And yeah, but I mean, I've got that sun right beside it and that ameliorates it. So I'm just like, no worries, man. It's no worries, as is the wisdom kind of thing. And what was really funny is that I'd actually scribbled in my guidebook before I'd kind of read on. I scribbled in my journal, sorry, before I'd read on in here. That I was like, oh, but the sun, no worries, man. So I wrote that and then I read on the guidebook a wee bit and it said, look for the sun, which ends the long night. And I was like, oh, it's just fucking perfect. And then the anchor, yeah, sorry, excuse me, a wee bit of hiccup there. The anchor, I was kind of much as I thought, yeah, it was a card of great security, staying put. So yeah, kind of viewing that I'm viewing that as beside that. I will that wisdom, kind of I can be sure in my wisdom, the wisdom that I've gained, and I can be sure that I'm doing my hermit work right now. I can be my own guide for a bit with the help of books and trusted sources and things. I'm not putting my destiny in any fucking other cunt's hand anyway. Anyway, how cool is that? I'll work with this a bit more and then I'll offer it out. Mwah, love yous all loads.